Not only bodies but also souls are locked in these hospitals. So, how far can you go to survive? The secret of the twins in a dark mental hospital, a deep silence reigned. The whispers that echoed between the walls carried the conflict of two opposing souls. One of the twins was possessed by a demonic entity. His eyes were filled with a cursed emptiness, while the other brother tried to approach him in fear. "Don't leave me," the cursed brother whispered, his voice echoing like a scream. It was as if the walls could hear his pain. In an instant, the presence appeared, opening its arms and embracing the darkness. In that moment, a fragile bond between the twins' souls was drawn in blood. With a terrible smile, the cursed brother could feel the fear in the other. A series of horrible screams filled the dark corners of the hospital, and the devil stood ready to take possession of their souls. Night visit. At midnight, there was only darkness and silence in the corridors of the hospital. The young woman was walking with the old wooden floor creaking under her feet. Suddenly, a cold breath from the depths of darkness appeared behind her. "Do you know me?" whispered the voice of the demon, shaky but frightening. As his heart raced, he saw the terrible face of the being behind him, its eyes filled with a deep emptiness. It came at him with outstretched arms, dragging him towards it. "Didn't you miss me?" he said. At that moment, the young woman heard the sound of a bone breaking and shuddered. The devil's claws were ready to seize her soul. As she was pulled deeper into the darkness, the most terrifying moment of her life was about to begin. Detention. The screams echoed through the walls of the hospital, echoes of an experiment aimed at stealing the souls of a group of patients. As night fell, the demons began to emerge, their eyes glowing. "You are ours," he whispered, his voice full of curse. The eyes of the patients glowed with fear. Suddenly, a patient's bones broke and blood splattered everywhere. Screams pierced the night and darkness took over the souls one by one. As the devil's smile wrapped around them like an invisible net, each one cried out with a last shout of hope. But it was too late. The darkness was dragging them into an endless void. Claw of the past. The doctor had to face the dark shadows of the past. Every night in the depths of the hospital, the screams of his patients echoed and their spirits haunted him. When he closed his eyes, a dark presence seeped into him. "You killed us," they said. A storm of fear came to avenge their souls. As the sound of bones breaking filled the room, a shadow suddenly appeared. At that moment, when the doctor's eyes opened, he saw a dark face. The devil was impatient to take his soul. He was now in the grip of fear, and the painful memories of the past would suffocate him and cause him to lose it forever. Dance of the Jinns. A group of young people entered an abandoned mental hospital. Their curiosity lured them into a dark ritual. However, they accidentally started a demonic dance. Dancing shadows lured each of them into their trap. "Dance with us now," whispered the dark being. A scream from the wall froze the youth. The demon, its eyes glowing, grabbed one of them by the arm and broke the bones, causing blood to water the floor. They looked at each other with fearful eyes, but there was no escape. The darkness could not wait to swallow them. With every step, they were followed by the smile of a genie that possessed their souls. Have you ever been in a mental hospital, or are you too smart not to be?